Joining us to talk about all of this is Danny Stone, who's a business coach, motivational speaker, leadership development podcast called The Grind and Gratitude Show with Danny Stone. Danny, thanks for joining the show.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, tell us more about your podcast, first of all.
Yeah, the podcast, The Grind and Gratitude Show, is it's a podcast to really kind of help people level up their life and their business, to think about things differently, to take different actions, and to go after their goals and their dreams. And it's available on all platforms.
All right, so mental health, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Why are these types of things important?
Yeah, I think all mental health awareness, but I think, what we've gone through over the last 2 years is an indication that a lot of us have to take better care of our health and our mindset and our physical health as well. A lot of us have experienced loss. We've had a disruption in our routines and our habits. And so we really have to kind of learn to get back to taking care of ourselves, especially right now with everything that's going on.
Yeah, for sure. So what is there stigma still going on when it comes to mental health, in particular for men?
I think it's getting better, but I think the stigma around men just pushing through and not having mental challenges, I think that stigma's still there. I think it's getting better, but, as men, we're not used to talking about our feelings in general. And so when someone finally does come up and speak about their feelings or their emotions, I think it's still a bit of a shock, to some people and to society, maybe in a work environment. But I think it's getting a lot better than it was years ago.
Yeah. Why do you think it's getting better? Just because of the internet? What do you think is changing that?
I think more and more men are speaking out, right? You have a lot more men speaking out about how they're feeling, their emotions, a lot of high-profile men and celebrities, CEOs. You have people that have never talked about their emotions and their feelings before now speaking about it. And you're right, you're seeing posts on social media about men speaking up about the challenges that they've been having. And I think workplaces are more accepting of it now too, because of the things that have happened with the pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. What about resources? We know that this is a real challenge when it comes to access to mental health. There aren't enough therapists as there is, and then there's the financial barrier that many have. Governments, in particular, in some jurisdictions, including Nova Scotia, have committed to providing a public funding for this, but we're so far short of this right now. There are many challenges to all of this. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I agree. There's so many challenges to access those resources, and the resources are limited. Like you said, financial challenges may prohibit some people from accessing them. But I think it starts with you. The way that you wake up in the morning, right? Do you have a morning ritual? And the ritual is different than a routine. A routine are the things that you have to do to get ready for your day. Your morning ritual are the things that you want to do, that you look forward to doing to create more peace and calm in your life. So meditation, mantra, working out, exercising is a great way to kind of release stress and to give you more clarity. Are you eating healthy meals in the morning? Are you journaling? Are you reading something that's going to nourish your mind? Starting your day on your terms, I think, is one first step that a lot of people can take that we kind of overlook.
Yeah, because so many other things get in the way, right? But if you don't make that a priority, then the people around you suffer as well because you're not 100%. So you could say, well, I can't do these things for myself because I need to put more energy into others, including family and whatever. But the irony of that is if you do that, you actually have less to give of yourself to the ones who you love.
Yeah, it puts you in a better place. You have to take care of yourself first, right? The better that you are, the better that you are to your family and your friends and your community. And when you're burnt out and you're tired and you're anxious and you're stressed, you don't have anything to give. And so that's why one of the very first things you can do is wake up 10, 15 minutes earlier and do a couple of these things. You don't have to start with waking up an hour or earlier or 30 minutes, just whatever you can do, or try to exercise throughout the day, or try to eat one or two healthy meals. There's always one thing that you can do. Just start with the one thing, right?
If people want to, again, check out your podcast, they can find you. Tell them let everybody know how they can find your podcast.
Yeah, the Grind and Gratitude Show is available on all podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we're there.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate your time. Good chat.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Danny Stone, business coach, motivational speaker. And the podcast, again, called The Grind and Gratitude Show with Danny Stone.